Ta-da! Hello everybody, good afternoon, welcome back to Butterfly Square Garden. My name is Jason Sebastian, and this is the place where you can be free to be yourself. And as you can see here, I have a beautiful monarch butterfly. And there's a story behind this one. Maybe you've seen some of my older videos, maybe you've seen on my Instagram. I spent a lot of my time and energy taking care of caterpillars and butterflies starting 2 years ago, and then moved more of that last year. And this year I actually had to push the butterfly work to the back seat because I got a new job working with the summer camp and after school program, and I wasn't going to be around to feed the caterpillars and take care of the butterflies and my garden as much. And I decided that this year I would just keep an outside garden. That's the most important thing. If you want to get involved with butterflies, my first recommendation is start a butterfly garden. That means planting plants that caterpillars eat and butterflies lay their eggs on. Monarchs specifically like milkweed. So milkweed takes a couple years to really establish itself. I did different things. I planted seeds. I also dug up some roots from my park and planted them in my garden. I tried taking cuttings and growing them from cuttings, but that's still a bit of a tricky process. But yeah, this year I just kept all of my butterfly stuff outside. I kept a garden of milkweed, and I noticed that the butterflies would visit. They were laying their eggs, and instead of bringing the leaves in the house and the caterpillars in the house and feeding them all inside, I just decided to let nature take its course, and it was going pretty well. I saw lots of nibble marks on the leaves. I couldn't really see the caterpillars. Every once in a while you would, the cute little fat little wiggly caterpillar in the garden, but I didn't see any chrysalises until about a week ago. All the way far from the milkweed, I have a willow tree bonsai. It's in a bucket and it's growing really well. And the caterpillar walked away from the milkweed and made itself into a chrysalis right there on my willow tree. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And I was checking up on it every single day because I was like excited that it was still working outside. And when I checked on it this morning, I saw that it had hatched, and I was like, oh my goodness, like it's gone, it's not in the chrysalis anymore. And I looked around, and then a few feet away I saw this beautiful little guy on the floor. And that's what I was going to talk about. Is sometimes what happens is they fall from their chrysalis, and before they have time to inflate their wings, they'll fall on the ground and won't be able to inflate their wings all the way. And that's what it looks like happened to this guy. So while he is a perfectly healthy male, which you can tell by the spots on its wings when it opens its wings, he's healthy, but he can't fly. So I had to make a decision. If I were to leave it alone and let nature take its course, butterflies that can't fly obviously can't reach the flowers and drink their nectar. They can't migrate. They can't run away from predators like birds and stuff like that. I would have left it outside anyway, except there was going to be a thunderstorm today, and I knew that this little guy was going to be a goner. As soon as they came out of the chrysalis, it was going to be wiped out. So that's the choice I had to make, was to save it or to let it be free. And I decided that since this little guy can't take care of himself, I would make him a little pet, I guess. You know, you see videos of people online taking care of butterflies, and they do make. I don't want to say they make good pets because they are wild animals. But you know, sometimes they can't make it on their own, and that's what's happening. So he's active. He hasn't started drinking yet. They take. Oop, he's fluttering away. It takes about a day or two for them to be thirsty and start drinking. I have a spray bottle, and I spritzed it with water, and if they're wet, usually they'll take their proboscis out and start looking for nectar, and he didn't do that yet, so I'll try feeding it again tomorrow. I used to use Gatorade, but I'm not going to go buy Gatorade for just one butterfly. I have honey, so I'm going to use honey water. And I work with kids in a junior high school, so I'm going to sneak it into the school tomorrow, and I'll introduce a butterfly to people, because a lot of people in the world have never seen a butterfly up close. They've never held a butterfly on their actual hand. If you can see, there's a black spot right on the end. Google it. Google male butterfly, male monarch, and you'll see a black spot on the wings. So I figured I would read a couple fun facts about butterflies. I have that over here. 10 interesting facts about monarch butterflies. Number 1, they have slow motion clapping wings. The average butterfly flaps its wings around 20 times per second. The monarch butterfly, on the other hand, flaps its wings around 5 to 12 times a second. So if you ever see a butterfly that's a monarch flying around, they just flap their wings so slowly and they glide around. It's the most beautiful, calming thing. I can't even describe. I love butterflies. I want my life to be all about butterflies. Number 2, in the USA, they travel 3,000 miles a year. That is really far. That's the equivalent of 4,828 kilometers. This annual migration starts in the northeast United States and Canada and finishes in southwest Mexico. The migration takes place over 4 generations of butterflies. Number 3, they are poisonous. Monarchs eat poisonous milkweed during their larval stage, so caterpillars, which is stored in the body, and the poison cardiac glycosides causes predators to vomit, although it rarely causes death. I didn't know that. I knew they were poisonous, but I didn't know how poisonous. The brightly hued wings of the monarch butterfly acts as a warning sign to deter hungry predators. So I gotta prop my arm up. I'm getting tired from holding this little guy. Next interesting fact. 4. The caterpillars are keen eaters, and greedy monarch caterpillars have been known to devour a whole milkweed leaf in under 5 minutes, and they eat 200 times their weight in milkweed. That is a lot. If I were to eat 200 times my weight, I would be like growing really fast. Let's just say that. Number 5. They arrived in Australia in 1871. They originate from North America and were introduced to Australia in the 1870s. Oh man, my arm's getting tired, so I'm going to switch. Seven. No, 6. Their chrysalises have gold studs, and it's incredible because it looks fake. Like they're the light green little. They look like a bean that's light green, but they have like actual gold studs, and it looks like real gold. Funnily enough, the word chrysalis is actually derived from the Greek word for gold, which is chrysos, and the gold spots on monarch butterfly chrysalises are due to carotenoid pigments from their milkweed diet. So it's poisonous and it makes gold, apparently. Number 7, the caterpillars eat their shed skins. As a matter of fact, this caterpillar is quite resourceful. When it first emerges from the egg, it eats the egg shell as well. It then sheds its skin 5 times as it grows and makes a meal out of it each time. And each level of caterpillar it's called an instar. So that's another little fun fact. Number 8, they are fast growers. The monarch caterpillar can grow 2,700 times its original weight. Pretty massive, considering that it is only in its caterpillar stage for 10 to 14 days. It takes 2 weeks for them to grow from a tiny little egg the size of a pin, like the period on your computer screen when you're reading. That's literally how small it is. Ooh, you can see they're playing with the proboscis a little bit. Number 9, it's the state insect of 5 United USA states. The monarch is the state insect of Texas, Minnesota, Idaho, Illinois, and Alabama. It's also the state butterfly of Vermont and West Virginia. That is pretty cool. Butterfly famous butterfly right here. Their scientific name is Danis plexippus. This is Greek for sleepy transformation and refers to the transformation process that happens in the chrysalis. So that also takes about a week. That's how long it takes for this guy. So yeah, that is 10 fun facts about this butterfly. I see videos of people always putting them like in their hair and on their face. You know, I don't really know how good of an idea that is, but you know, they like to play around. They like to hold on. They think it's like a plant or something. So this is going to be my little friend. You know, they live for up to 6 weeks. He's trying to climb. He fell off. So anyways, that didn't work. That's why I don't really think that's a good idea. I just try to hold on to them. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to take it with me to school tomorrow to show to the kids. They can't see a butterfly flying around, but I figure, you know, while I've got this guy in my, what's it called? You know, possession. I don't want to say I possess a butterfly, but while he's here with us, maybe I can teach people a little bit about butterflies. If you want to learn more about butterflies, give me a comment below. Do you think that he's beautiful? He's active. It's late at night, so I didn't know how active it was going to be, but I have a little tiny net that's like that big. I have bigger ones, but I have a small one for carrying around. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick little video. I didn't think that I was going to be able to handle butterflies this year. I thought it was all going to be outside, but you know, surprises happen. And this guy needed some saving because he can't fly on his own. Also, do you like my nails, by the way? Thanks everybody, and I don't know, I'll check back in every once in a while, but you know, I'm going to have a pet for the next couple of weeks. I'm debating whether I let it go free outside, but it can't take care of itself, so I think I'm just going to have a friend for a little while. Say bye to everybody, little buddy. Maybe that's going to be his name, little buddy. Comment below with a question. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And who loves butterflies? Butterfly Square Garden, Jason Sebastian, checking out. So long. Kiss the camera. No, it'll go out of focus. Love you. Bye.